It's me, Dr. KSD. People often ask me, how are you so strong after everything you've been through? And every time I get that question, I am genuinely shocked. It amazes me how the Lord allows people to see me. Because you see, although you see strength, I still feel crushed and shattered inside. How can people see strength when I feel so weak? You remember the story about the footprints in the sand? You know the story. Someone asked God why, during the toughest, most difficult times in their life, it seemed like God always left them walking there in the sand alone. They could only see one set of footprints during those times. But when life was good and they were happy and joyful, there were two sets of footprints. And God told them, every time you saw one set of footprints in the sand, it was during those times that I carried you. So although I still feel crushed and shattered, and even though my heart is broken, God is carrying me through each and every day, each and every task, and every time I stumble and fall because I have a setback because of my loss, God carries me through it and allows me to draw from His strength. That's why I don't look like on the outside what I feel like on the inside. In church, we used to sing this song called One Step, and it says, all you have to do is take one step and God will do the rest. I gave my life to God and prayed the prayer of salvation when I was only 12 years old. Almost every day of my life, I have read the Bible and spent quality time with God. And it's because of that relationship, when the wind started whipping violently, when the rain turned to hail, and when thunderstorms turned into full-blown tornadoes. It was that relationship with God that I had already nurtured that allowed me to bare my soul, fall at His altar in my weakness, and give it all to Him. And there are still days, 4 years later, when I find it difficult to get out the bed and put one foot in front of the other. But what I know is this: somehow I always got up, somehow I always put one foot in front of the other, somehow I always managed to get through the day and actually be productive. And I couldn't tell you why. People saw strength in me when I felt so beaten and battered. But what I can tell you now is that every time you saw strength, and every time you see strength now, it's because God is carrying me. And every time you see me forging forward, it's because God won't let me quit. And every time you see me turning my pain into purpose, know that it's because of the relationship I have already solidified with the Master. That allows me to tap into God's strength. That allows me to look the devil in the face and tell him he is a liar and that he will not win. That allows me to take this pain, and just like Jesus endured that cross because He knew there was a greater purpose, I will press forward and focus on the greater purpose for this pain that I am